Hello, I-90 Community Church. How's it going? In case we haven't met yet, my name is Trey Skinner, and I have the great privilege of now being the new lead pastor at I-90 Community Church. I can't tell you how excited I and my wife Molly are for this next season of our life. Just a few little things about me. I have been in full-time ministry for about a decade. Before coming here to the Puget Sound area, I was at a church in Connecticut. We started coming to that church about 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And over our time there, serving in various roles, the church grew from a small gathering of about 60 people to much larger than that, to probably over 400 people by the time we left. We got to build a building there. We got to just grow in ministry and really just figure out what makes us as people who love Jesus and people who want to serve the church tick. And so now God has brought us into a new season of life where we get to share life with you and do life together with you and love you and care for you guys spiritually. So I'm just so excited for what the Lord has for this next season. And so I'm just reaching out today over video just to introduce myself, make sure that you know who I am, and to make sure that I have the chance to invite you to come out this Sunday for the first Sunday where I'm going to be able to share in person. So if you're able to make it in person, please go ahead and register. We would love to see you there. We do ask you to register just so that we can, for the time being, just be safe. And make sure that we are complying with everything regarding COVID restrictions. If you can't come or you just don't feel comfortable coming, we'd love to see you online at 10 o'clock for the service. So you can watch online. It would be great to see you there. There's actually a possible community to form there. You can talk to one another over the chat, and it'll just be a great time. What I want to do starting on Sunday and for the next 6 weeks is for us to just focus on some essential things. What we're going to be doing is going through a series. I'm calling it Ready, Set, What to Do Before We Go. And what we're going to do in that time is we'll just acknowledge the fact that things are funny. If you have noticed what I've noticed, and that's over the last year, life has just sort of been in a holding pattern. I think people have been treading water, just kind of waiting for things to get more back to normal. And well, of course, COVID has really just put the pause button on so many things. And that's a challenge. But I think a lot of us are probably now, as it seems like numbers are going down, restrictions are being lifted a little bit. It seems to be that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I think a lot of us are anticipating what it's going to be like when we can finally gather together in a normal way, when we can go about our lives and kind of, achieve some level of normalcy again. We're all looking forward to being able to go because we've been here sitting ready, waiting to pounce for so long. And I think probably in the life of the church, it's similar. We've been having to, there was a season where I-90 wasn't able to meet. There was a season, now that we're able to meet, there's a lot of restrictions involved. We're just waiting for these things to lift and so excited about what the Lord's going to do in this next season. And of course, there's a new pastor. I'm able to come in. I'm excited to see what God is going to do in this next stage of the life of the church here at I-90. And so, there's a lot of anticipation about what comes next. And so I think what I want to do is definitely acknowledge that and feed that because we should be excited because the Lord is going to do great things. But also, I think we just need to focus in on a few essential things. And so what I'm going to do and want to do over the next 6 weeks leading up to Easter is just focus in on some stuff that in the Bible I think is essential for the church to know and embrace if we're going to be ready to go out and do what we're called to do as the church. So I just hope that you'll make some time, join us again, either in person or online, and over the next 6 weeks. I hope that that's a time where I can really just share my heart, and as we go through the Word together to see what God's heart is for His church if they're going to go and make an impact, make disciples. So that's what we're going to be doing. So please plan on joining us if you can. That would be great. I want to let you know about 2 other things. The first is that what we're going to start doing is the first Sunday of every month, and it's going to be starting here in March, on March 7th, we're going to have a family gathering. We just want to do as much as we can to get together, love on each other, spend time together, even in the midst of all this craziness. And so we're going to do that in a safe way. We're going to be mindful of all the things, the restrictions that we need to be mindful of. But what we want to do is the first Sunday of every month, or if there's an event on the first Sunday, the second Sunday of the month, like will be the case in April, because the first Sunday of the month is Easter, and you guys need to go, you do your Easter plans. So no worries. We'll do that on the second Sunday. Then on the first Sunday of each month, usually, we'll be gathering together. We're going to hopefully eat together and just fellowship. We're going to take an extra time to just get to know each other. We're going to ask on March 7th that you bring food for yourself and for your family, because, the whole potluck thing is, I don't know, it's probably not very COVID friendly. But at least for now, we're going to ask to do that. And then we're just going to hopefully be able to be outside, but if not, we'll be indoors, socially distant, but spending time together. I really want to get to know every single one of you. And I think you guys are probably longing to spend time together again. So let's go and do that. Let's go and be the church and be a family and spend time together. So if you join us for that, that would be great. And then the final thing is, I'm making a video here, and one of the things that I'd really like to do, really on a weekly basis, is to use video to just talk to you guys. One thing I found as a pastor is that you prepare a message, but it has to be a certain length, and so you can't explore every angle and go through everything that the Lord is revealing as you're preparing that message. And so I want to take time every week to just basically give you a few extra things that the Lord showed me in the message, or take some time to focus in on an issue of discipleship, or Bible study, or just apologetics. Take time for me as the pastor to just pour into you guys and encourage you guys throughout your week. So we're going to be creating videos. I'm going to be creating them probably on a weekly basis, and we're going to put them on YouTube, and that's kind of where those videos will live. So if you could go to the I-90 Community Church YouTube page and just go ahead and subscribe. That way you'll be notified every time these videos get posted. It'll be a great way for me to just keep in touch with you. And also, if you have questions, why don't you email them into me during the week? My email address is going to be trey@i90church.com. Yep. You can just email me, and I'll go ahead and maybe I'll be able to address some of your questions on these videos, because I find that if one person has a question, usually multiple people have the same question. I just, again, want to use video as a way to keep in touch with you, encourage you, build you up, and minister to you throughout the week. So please go ahead and do that. So guys, really excited again. I hope for the chance to get to meet you face to face soon. And just know I'm praying for you. Molly's praying for you. We are really excited about what God's going to do, and excited about you and how the Lord has already worked in I-90 and how He's going to continue to do so. So I hope to see you on Sunday. God bless.